this again. I've tried this intro many times and keep stumbling today. So, good morning. Welcome to my channel, Fat to Keto. My friends call me Jelly. I've lost over 190 something pounds on a ketogenic journey. I have recently learned that I would have lost my weight way faster if I knew what I know now. So I have discovered, because last year I was on tons of ibuprofen, doctors prescribed ones, 800 milligrams, a couple of times a day. And my weight was not going down, or it was fluctuating like a teeter-totter between 10 and 20 pounds, and it was driving me completely insane. Well, I've done a test. This is why I take my ketones and glucose every single morning. This is why I write down, pay attention to everything I eat or do. And I've come to the conclusion, which I am not the only one. I have discovered there's quite a few people that this issue happens with, and even doctors say this can happen with. It seems ibuprofen can make you retain water weight and raise your insulin, which makes it hard to get in ketosis and actually lose weight on keto. Yes, I said it. It can happen. There are tons of drugs out there that this can happen with, or medications, whatever you want to call it. So, and last year I didn't have a keto mojo. So I didn't know I was out of ketosis. I assumed because I was eating keto foods that my sugars were fine, that I was in ketosis, like my ketones were fine, but the truth is it's not. But I've done an experiment for 2 days now. This will be day 3 because I suffer from severe pain. My phone is sending me notices, driving me crazy, but I suffer from severe pain and horrible migraines lately, so this will be day 3 of retaking it after losing the 10 pounds of water weight from taking it for 2+ weeks. But what I discovered is this water weight it's giving me. It's not fat, of course, it's just water weight. And how do we get rid of water weight? Easy. We sweat. So that is my new thing. I have been sweating for 2 days straight on my walks, walking in the heat of the day, trying to do some exercise to sweat more so I do not have a water weight gain. Yes, this matters to me. And it also is helping me keep my sugar down from it and produce more ketones. So when you become active, let's say you're a diabetic, your doctor will tell you when your sugar goes up, go walk. Go do some physical activity so you can burn it and your sugar will go back down. So it doesn't raise my sugar very high. It puts it in the high 90s to 105, which is too high for keto. So I go burn it. I just took one like 40 minutes ago. I gotta wait for it to kick in, so I'm gonna eat lunch first, and then I'm gonna go for a walk and burn whatever elevation of my blood sugar, because it only happens right away and it only lasts a couple hours. But I discovered after 2 days, this will be day 3, that it really does work. Let me go ahead and show you this morning's readings, and you can see for yourself that it actually works. Okay, ketones 1.7. Now glucose. As I shake the phone. $83. Okay, so you saw how many steps I got in yesterday. Let's go over the GKI first, and then we'll discuss those steps. So my GKI is 2.7 again. It's high ketosis, so I am happy. And I felt happy when I woke up. And the headache wasn't as bad, but it's still there so much that there would be no way I could get my walking in. As you saw, I didn't think I would make it yesterday to 7,000 steps. When I first started walking, it was hot, my legs were cramping all over, and no, it's not from lack of electrolytes, it's from climbing. Going up...
Sorry, I don't know that one.
unless I'm not talking to you. Okay, so going up the street, it is 17 to 14 flights of stairs. That's how high it is. And when your muscles aren't used to that, they start cramping. But I made it to the top, which was a mile. Then I made it back down, which was another mile. And I had already walked a mile. And then I just continued throughout the day. I just kept pushing myself more and more. And then the last 2,000 and something was not me pushing. That was just me walking around the yard while talking on the phone, while talking to my daughter too, and looking at the cats. And yes, I was walking around the circle, actually in a nice fast speed, but it didn't feel like a chore because it was dark outside, it was nice and cool. That was just a relaxation before bed walk. So I was very, very proud of myself for all those steps. And as you see, I didn't eat vegetables yesterday, so my total carbs I think was about 2. I think I only did 2. I'm still having trouble getting those calories up, but oh well. We're just gonna work with what we got right now. But I am about to make me 2 of those burgers again. So they're going to be 2 ounces each. I don't like them any bigger than 2 ounces. Then I throw in a half a serving Kobe Jack shredded cheese on both. Then some mayonnaise, lettuce. Yep, that's what I'm about to make in a few minutes. I'm not crazy hungry yet, but I'm a little hungry, and it's 11:30. And I'm trying to get my calories to 12 to 1,300 a day, which means I can no longer do OMAD because there is no way in this world without my original collagen coffee I will ever reach that number. I am struggling to reach 900 a day, only eating once. And no, I don't get hungry, only occasionally. And I could eat a few strawberries or a tiny little cucumber and I'm not hungry anymore. So that's kind of an issue with keto. Sometimes you can undereat. Just saying. So let me step back and show you what I am wearing, and then I'll show you the rest of my day. So this was one of my original goal dresses that I bought when I was like, I had already lost, I think, I don't know, 40 something pounds. So I was still up there in the 300s and something, and I bought a bunch of dresses, all different sizes, well, between small, medium, large sizes. They were really cheap at Sears. They were beautiful. I wanted them, but in my head I was like, I am never going to be able to get in those. Let's be real, I was wearing size 30 and 5X's, and these dresses are like between sizes 8 and size 12, and yeah, never thought. But today I am comfortably in the smaller one. I showed y'all last year the bigger one than this. This one is a petite large. Last year I was in the extra large one because I bought 2 different size ones. And now I can get into this one just fine, no problem. No, and it's not tight. Yeah, last year they were tight when I put the other one on. But this is the smaller one and it's not tight. So I love when I can go in my closet and actually put on a gold dress. Yes, I will go to the grocery store in this because I ain't got nowhere else in my life to go. So that has made me crazy excited. Now I am going to show you what I eat and what I do today, and probably talk to you a little when I'm walking. And yes, there is a weigh-in coming shortly. Okay, so I am having 5 ounces of ground beef. I turned them into patties. Also 1 serving of Kobe Jack cheese. I ended up 1 tablespoon of Duke mayonnaise. 35 grams of lettuce. And it's 12 o'clock and I'm hungry. So I'm going to eat this. I really wish I could just put American sliced cheese on there. I'm going to try that next time. And I'm going to try mustard later. It just gives me heartburn. So if you can eat this with mustard, I suggest mustard and mayonnaise, or mustard all by itself. That's what I really want to be able to do. And if you can have sugar-free ketchup, go for it. I just can't. It triggers heartburn. I probably won't get my walk in today. I still have to go to Lowe's and get more parts. This is all being ripped out. So this is the before. because these are some cheap thingies. Look, it fell apart last night. So I had to put pressure to keep the stuff up the best I could. It's warped, it's broken. I just MacGyvered this 4 years ago so I would have closet space, and it is time to get rid of it and start anew. So this is what I'll be doing for the next day or so. 30, I am having 3 wings. 2 end up being drumsticks, so you know, and then 2 full ones. I am absolutely starving, and I'm still working on the closet. So definitely not walking today, and I have to go back to Lowe's as soon as I eat this for more parts. Alright, how am I spending my Friday evening? Doing my closet. I am on my way back to Lowe's to, I don't feel like going to the one that's over an hour away that has the pieces I need, so instead I've redesigned into a different shape, and I will go get different lengths instead of the long ones, because yeah. And I just showed you that I had those wings and they are not settling well. My tummy is totally bloated. I really cannot eat twice a day, but I cannot get all my calories in one meal. So I've been looking into premium protein shakes. I don't know if I want to try them at this point in my diet, but in the future, I'm going to have to take on stuff like that. And I'm going to have to make all kind of shakes and smoothies to be able to get my calories and protein and stuff in the future. Like, if I'm having this much trouble trying to eat, well, once I can eat sandwich meat, that's a whole nother story. Sandwich meat doesn't hurt my stomach. Okay, there are certain foods I could eat all day long and get to 2,000 to 3,000 calories because it doesn't hurt my tummy. But stuff like real food does. I don't know why. It makes no sense to me. Maybe because I've never really eaten real food in my life until keto. I've always ate fast food. I've always eaten processed foods. But real foods I can't seem to break down very well. Now my mother's calling, so I will talk to y'all in just a little bit. Alright, I'm about to insert the little weigh-in card. Let's check it out. See that? Like, seriously. 1 at 73.4. Hello! A new low! I lost 195 pounds on a keto diet. 5 more pounds to go and I can say I lost 200 pounds. Like, yeah. So tracking the last couple of months, I also see I lose all my weight in 1 week of the month and then nothing else for the rest of the month. It's kind of weird. Most people will lose like 1 to 2, maybe 4 pounds a week, just depending on where you are in your journey. But me, it all comes off whooshing off like in the middle of the month. So yeah, I'm crazy excited right now, like over the roof, because I really want to be in the 160s before the end of the month. I gave myself goals for every single month of this summer, and it was to lose at least 7 pounds a month. It was to be by September in the 160s, because I want to be in the 150s in October at least, and then keep going. Like, the only way I'm going to make my goal to be at my goal weight before Christmas is to lose a certain amount each month, period. And it's about to get harder when it starts to get colder. I don't seem to burn so many calories. Even if I go for my walks, I won't burn as many calories. I won't lose as much fat. It's really weird. And my body likes to store fat really bad during the cold months. So that's why we ain't eating a ton. And I will be eating a ton today because I will be having my cheese and my mayonnaise and my burgers. They have more fat than my wings. So yeah, so I'm about to go ahead and go cook, which you've probably already seen what I've eaten today because this will be at the end of the video. But I'm excited. I'm happy. It makes me thrilled. So just never give up. Remember, even if there's a medication stalling you, there might be a solution you can find. And so far, my solution is to sweat off the water weight. If I ain't gonna pee it out, I'm gonna sweat it out. If the virus wasn't going on, I would go to the YMCA and hit the sauna and sweat it out that way and use the equipment. But I can't. Yes, my head is shaking really bad today. If you see it, just ignore it. When I get these horrible migraines, it really shakes. Like, it is a nerve issue that I've pulled the ligaments from the tips of my finger to back here behind my head. I was in physical therapy before the virus, and then they had to cancel. So, in also the process of pulling that, I have damaged and twisted a big knot back here, according to them, that is messing with my nerve. It's one reason why I can't wear straps with bras, because it'll sit on that. But it's making my head shake to pieces. At least that's their theory. It's all they could come up with, because they did CAT scans and everything and couldn't find anything wrong inside my brain. And for that, they were going to have me go to a massage therapist about 2 to 3 times a week. Well, I can't afford that, and my insurance doesn't cover that. So I don't know if that part will ever get healed, because they literally said it's like I have this hard muscle ball with the nerves or something all pressing against, and they can feel it. And let me tell you, when they touch that area, I almost flew out of the chair. It's very painful, and they knew exactly where to touch, they said, because they can actually feel it. But yeah, so I'm shutting up now, and I'm gonna go cook that food, which you've already seen. Hey, it's really late at night. I've had a lot of issues with the stupid closet and getting it into the studs properly. It's just been a nightmare, so it is not done, and I will show y'all in a video tomorrow. I will show you the before and after once again.